Hi, I'm Don, a Field Applications Engineer with National Semiconductor. Today, I'd like to tell you about a 1 amp power module that comes in a tiny 3 by 2.5 millimeter package, the LMZ10501, also known as the Nano Module, and part of our Simple Switcher product line. For our demonstration today, we'll be using this eval board. You can see the Nano Module right here in its 8-pin leadless package, and the 5 external components which define the complete solution are within this white box. To my right, we'll take a look at the schematic for this eval board that we'll be using today. And you can see it has an input capacitor, an output capacitor, 2 resistors to program the output voltage, and 1 capacitor on the VCON pin. The part, of course, also has an enable pin. It has internal current limit protection and thermal protection, loop compensation, and an internal soft start feature. Now let's look at the efficiency of the Nano Module. Here on the bench I have a variety of test equipment to monitor the input and the output power, also including a bench supply and an electronic load, all of which are connected to a PC, the output of which is displayed on this monitor. So we can see the input and output voltage, the input and output current, which is currently set at a 1 amp load, the resulting input and output power with a power dissipation of 340 milliwatts and an efficiency at 1 amp of 90.5%. Now if I drop the load current to 200 milliamps, as seen here, we can see that the efficiency hits a peak efficiency of about 95%. Now let's look at the output voltage, ripple, and noise. For that, I'm going to set the load current back to 1 amp. Using this eval board, we are instrumented with a 1X scope probe that's AC coupled and connected to our scope. The vertical resolution is set at 5 millivolts per division. The scope bandwidth is at 500 megahertz. I'm going to capture the data, which makes this a little easier to see. And you can see that we have about 3 millivolts of peak-to-peak voltage ripple and about 5 millivolts of voltage noise. That kind of output ripple and voltage noise under 5 millivolts can make the Nano Module a very attractive high-efficiency alternative to a linear regulator, which would have dissipated about 1.7 watts if it were used. The part, as mentioned, is only 3 by 2.5 millimeters, so it's very small and very useful for portable products, but it can also serve as an excellent point-of-load regulator. There's also a 650 milliamp version of this part. That's the LMZ10500. For more information, go to the web address on the screen, and thank you for watching.